Good morning and welcome back to Saturday AM. We've been coming to you live all morning from Wellfest in association with KBC. We're having an absolute ball here. There's so much to see and do, and now we're talking all things fitness with these two wonderful ladies. We've got trainer to the stars, Simone De La Rue, alongside fitness expert Natalie Hurst, who's the head coach at Wild Fitness. Ladies, it's such a pleasure to be with you here this morning, and I know you've both got really busy days ahead. You're taking to the stage later on, so Natalie, what do people have in store?
Oh, everything from partner games to natural movement to crawling patterns to cartwheels, lots of varied movement patterns. We celebrate diversity in movement, so there'll be lots of that on that main stage later on this evening.
Sounds like great fun, and the crowd here is really diverse. Simone, what about you? What have you got in store for people?
Yes, I've got something fun and joyous. This is one of my signature classes from my LA studio. So it'll be dance cardio, fun way of getting your heart rate up, uses coordination, having to use your brain to stay present, to learn choreography, and it's an all-over body workout.
Love it. Now, we were chatting earlier on, and we were saying that there's been a real shift over the last couple of years in terms of people wanting to be fit, but wanting to also explore new ways of getting fit, ways that are fun and not necessarily a complete strain on the body and the mind. You incorporate an awful lot of disciplines in your particular practice, don't you?
I do. I try and connect with a particular client and find what they connect with and what motivates them. Because if you're going to find something that you enjoy, then you're going to do it. Yeah, if you find it a chore, you're setting yourself up for disaster because you're not going to want to do the workout. So for me, I was a dancer for so many years. There's so much joy in that. It's a great workout. So I bring that to my clients, but we also do trampoline, HIIT. So whatever that client needs and wants.
You're there for them.
I'm there.
Now, I don't want to name drop, but I'm gonna, because your celebrity client list reads like a who's who of Hollywood. We've got Taylor Swift, Selena Gomez, Reese Witherspoon, Chrissy Teigen, Anne Hathaway, Naomi Watts, Emily Blunt, Sandra Bullock. The list goes on and on. These ladies obviously find, because they're all different shapes and sizes, which is great, because obviously whatever you're teaching works for everyone. But they obviously find as well that they come to rely on you and your fellow experts and other colleagues in terms of keeping them fit, because it is a cycle now. Because of social media, there's a pressure on there to always look good and to let people know.
Absolutely. Like, part of their job, they're getting paid millions of dollars. They're getting paid to look good. So they want their audience to see, and they want to be great role models. So now, posting a video of them on Instagram working out and sweating, that is inspiring other people, which I think is brilliant.
And actually, something just that Simone was saying there is that they're posting on Instagram, they're being very honest about it. Yeah. Over the last 20 years, or say 20 years ago, those in the public eye wouldn't necessarily be admitting to the fact that they were in the gym 5 days a week. So it's a lovely, refreshing kind of evolution.
And that's the thing, there's been a huge cultural shift. I remember 10, 15 years ago when I was living in the UK, there was this very disconnect between movement and lifestyle. And then when I moved to Australia, I saw this integration of health and wellness. And it's really started to explode, especially in the UK, I see now coming back. And as I say, we're proud to be healthy now. And I think it's a beautiful transition that we can all, hopefully, it can be sustainable.
And why do you think it was that the Australians were ahead of, let's say, the UK and Ireland? Because I would say probably environment, the weather as well.
Yeah.
I mean, if you have beautiful weather a lot of the time, you're more inclined, as we know well in this country, to get out.
I think that's a massive part of it, and that's something that I'll discuss in my talk about interacting with nature. And when we have a better climate to work with, then we're more inclined to move and get outdoors and be healthier. And it definitely sets a positive spin on our mindset as well.
Now, as head coach at Wild Fitness, you incorporate an awful lot of nature into your practice, but also take inspiration from animals. Now, my colleague Tommy and I did one class, and we were absolutely brutal at it, of animal flow exercise a couple of years ago. It was horrific. And we were terrible at it. But people were very involved in it, and they felt that it gave them great inner strength, actually. And to their core. So what are the advantages?
Well, there are so many advantages. There's increasing bone density because you're starting to load through the arms, so you're preventing osteoporosis. There's coordination, which, as Simone was saying, that's great for your brain health as well. We want to clean up some of that grey matter and use our brains wisely, especially in movement, and put that into practice. You get your heart rate up, you improve your mobility, so there's such a wide, varied of effects when it comes to quadrupedal movement patterns, and it's how we learn to move in the first place.
A question for our lady viewers now. Ladies, both of you are extremely well-known experts in your field, but how important is it for the women, the young girls out there, the older ladies like myself, to get good instruction? Because I see people lifting weights that look like the size of 2 grown men, and I'm thinking, how is that not hurting your back?
doing?
You know, and then we do end up suffering a few sprains and strains. So it must be vital to get the right kind of
Absolutely.
instruction.
I'm a stickler for form and technique. There's no point in doing the exercise if you're not doing it correctly. You're going to injure yourself, and it's honestly, you may as well have stayed at home and stayed in bed. It's much better to do fewer reps of something, but make sure that you're utilizing and really firing the correct muscles.
Well, I know that today is going to be a great success for both of
Yes.
you. Not so much for me now. I'm used to making a fool of myself on camera. But Natalie, you're going to show me a couple of movements. Simone, feel free to join in or not to do with it. I'm going to take out comms so I won't hear the laughing in studio. Thank you. You're going to show me what we're going to do now. Give us a couple of exercises to finish off.
Okay, so the first one that I would love for you to get your hands involved with is working on mobility, coordination, and some movement skills. Simone, you can get involved with this as well.
Why not?
So what we're going to start is in what we call the hunter-gatherer squat. It's a way to open up all of our tendons and get all the muscles working. So we're going to come all the way down so your bottom touches the back of your leg.
Oh,
Can you
that
get all the way
feels
down
nice.
there?
Can I just stay down here?
You don't look so relaxed.
This is a
Feel a
workout,
nice
right?
stretch through the lower back.
Yeah.
You should feel it in your hips, the back of the legs, and from there we're just going to walk our hands all the way out. So we're starting to load through the arms. Can you get there?
Yep, I'm there.
You've got jeans on. That's not ideal, is
And then
it?
let's walk back.
Oh, okay.
Let's walk all the way back.
Okay.
Nice.
Manageable.
Yeah.
Manageable.
Can we do that a couple of times?
Okay, let's go
walk all the
for
way.
it.
This is all right. This is nice and easy to
This
start,
I can
right?
do, yeah.
And then let's walk back.
No, we are at a hill, which is not.
Lift your chest, big proud chest. There we go. One more.
I think I'm
All
going
the
to
way
leave it
up.
here while my dignity is semi-intact.
Exactly.
We're going to take a
Walk
short
out.
break now. See you
All
later
right.
on for more. Thanks, ladies.
Thank you for having me.